You can tell me at the end of this if I'm anti-Semitic or not.
Joe Oltmann, a MAGA podcaster and Republican candidate for Colorado governor, says what he calls a Synagogue of Satan controls the world and runs Colorado.
In Colorado, the governor, secretary of state, the attorney general, much of the power structure that is AGs, they're Jewish. They're overrepresented in Colorado.
Oltmann has recently expanded his claims to say that a Jewish cabal controls Colorado's judicial system, including judges and investigators. But much of his focus is on Governor Jared Polis, Attorney General Phil Weiser, and Secretary of State Jenna Griswold, who are all Democrats and also Jewish. Oltmann has called for all three to be tried for treason and executed, which was condemned by the head of the Anti-Defamation League as dangerous anti-Semitic rhetoric.
I think Jared Polis should be hung. I think Jenna Griswold should be hung. I think Phil Weiser should be hung. I think they should hang by their neck until dead.
Oltmann told 9 News, quote, "Despite you and others hiding the obvious, I can tell you that most people see it. What Polis, Weiser, and Griswold have done is demonstrably evil, and they did it together." Oltmann continued, "Their lineage and their connections are equally obvious."
These are demonic individuals that have built a fraternity around the George Soroses of the world.
When 4 Democrats recently voted against a bill to eliminate incarceration in certain child sexual assault cases, Oltmann singled out one for his ethnicity.
Then you got Mike Weissman, little Synagogue of Satan member right there.
Democratic Senator Mike Weissman of Aurora says after being targeted by Oltmann and other far-right figures, he received a deluge of death threats and anti-Semitic hate. He took to the Senate floor to liken threats of political violence and anti-Semitism to a wildfire threatening Colorado.
Be careful with open flames. Better yet, don't play with fire at all. And if you happen upon a fire already burning, please, for God's sake, don't pour gasoline on it.
Oltmann's anti-Semitic rhetoric isn't reserved for public officials. When a random X account with a Jewish surname criticized him, he responded, quote, "Another Synagogue of Satan Jew cartel mouth running." Oltmann insists he's not anti-Semitic and that he has Jewish friends and family.
I'm asking you the question, am I anti-Semitic?
Oltmann is one of several Republican candidates for governor seeking to get on the ballot at the GOP State Assembly in April. Oltmann was nominated for governor from the floor of that assembly in 2022, nominated by the former State House Minority Leader. He declined and threw his support behind other candidates. The eventual Republican nominee for governor in 2022, Heidi Ganahl, then went on Oltmann's podcast to celebrate his endorsement of her candidacy.